Good morning from Universal Studios Hollywood. Today we're back at the park and it's raining. Apparently there's a hurricane going on. Let's see how that affects the park. It just seems like a little bit of rain right now. Definitely nothing substantial quite yet. The hurricane definitely hit hard at different parts of the country and definitely Mexico as well. But right now, I don't know if we're in the middle of the hurricane quite yet, but it's just light rain. It was pretty hard this morning, but again, nothing substantial. It's just a little humid right now. The rain and the, quote, hurricane isn't stopping people from visiting the park on this Sunday. Although the wait times aren't crazy at all, but it seems like right now is the peak of the day. A lot of people are entering. I saw a lot of buses, a lot of tourist buses entering the park as well. So we'll see how today turns out. I think it should be like a general empty day in the park. Usually rainy days are when the park is empty. Although if it wasn't advertised to be a hurricane, I feel like the park would be a little busier. I feel like people wouldn't mind the rain, but I think everyone is playing it by ear because they're still saying hurricane. Of course, there still hasn't been much prep in terms of Horror Nights, mostly because of the hurricane. They didn't want to set up props that will fall over or break potentially with the wind and rain. As you can see over here, they do have a few props set up in the Dia de los Muertos plaza, but everything is covered up right now. This is like the only props that are exposed outside. I'm sure they will bring a lot more props later on in the week though. This hurricane only flies over us for about 2 days, so it'll be gone by Tuesday, and I think that's when everything will start picking back up. I will say, the drainage in the park has gotten significantly better. Back in the day when it used to rain, the whole park would be flooded essentially. But right now, not too bad, and it's rained pretty hard this morning. Obviously there are a few puddles here and there, but it's not as bad as before. Whereas before, this whole area would essentially be flooded. I keep getting scared of stepping in puddles, but it's not bad at all. Especially this Parisian area, it always floods, but it looks like they did improve their drainage in the park. Obviously that's better in our case. My socks and shoes aren't getting too wet right now. It's perfect. This maze is gonna be Monstros, the monsters of Latin America, and it looks incredible right now because of the rain. It adds this like darker texture to the facade. It makes it look so moist, and look at the wood on the bottom. It looks all like weathered. It looks really, really nice, and I'd love to see this maze on a rainy day. Based on just the general look, it doesn't look like anything was damaged. I'm not too sure about the lighting, and there are some exposed speakers, so I hope these are weatherproof. It doesn't seem like this rain will cause much of a setback. You can see they even covered that owl up there because that is an exposed animatronic. There is an animatronic, a larger animatronic inside of the haunted house as well. I'm sure they covered that even better than just a plastic wrap around it, because that's a full-on animatronic that's going to be running almost every single night during Horror Nights. Back in my day, when it used to rain, they used to give free hot chocolate on rainy days, but it doesn't seem like they do that anymore. Although they do have those like "come in, it's dry inside" signs. They've recycled those over like 15 years. I'm really surprised they still have like Curious George representation in the park. I mean, looking at the Secret Life of Pets wait time sign, it says no wait, Minions is 15 minutes. It's amazing. So in this scare zone, they still do have a lot of like exposed wires, and I'm a little worried about that. You probably shouldn't leave these wires exposed. I'm sure it'll be fine, but it is a risk of damaging them. Also, I mentioned this in the last video. I noticed they removed the barricades around these box scare zones, and I said something about the general public touching the scare zones, messing with it, possibly even sitting on it, and yesterday I saw that happen. So I really hope they do add barricades just in case a guest sits and breaks it or pulls one of these strings and damages the facade. Obviously, when Horror Nights is in full effect, that's something they don't really have to worry about because no one's really going to be sitting down. But in the daytime, especially in French Street, there's really nowhere to sit, so people choose to sit on these. I also brought my dad to the park today. Baba John. Baba John.
I don't like the rain.
You don't like the rain?
J'aime pas quand il pleut, tu vois. Je sais pas, j'aime pas.
So a little translation, he said that he doesn't like it when it rains. He just don't like it. By the way, you can check out my dad's channel. He has a YouTube channel. It's called Baba John. I know it's a little hard to find, so I'm sure he'll drop a comment in the comment section. I'll pin it for him. And
yeah, it's a little bit of everything.
yeah, a lot of Bob's big boy content. He loves cars, so
Yeah.
posts a lot about cars and stuff.
Yeah.
I think the absolute worst part about this rain is that it's super hot. Like, it's probably like 80 degrees right now. But I just noticed it is about 10 o'clock right now, and we can actually head down to Jurassic Cafe because they have breakfast until 11. So let's go grab some breakfast. Entire lower lot is 5 minutes right now. That's awesome. Yeah, this is so nice. I miss when Universal used to be like this. Made it down to the lower lot, and we're gonna be having breakfast here at Jurassic Cafe. Looks like it is a little busy. I've never seen Jurassic Cafe busy at this time, but it seems like everyone's just trying to avoid the rain right now. And from Jurassic Cafe, we got the breakfast burritos. And before I forget to show it, here is the breakfast menu and the prices. So they have the breakfast platter with bacon and with sausage. And it's $16.99, so it's a little pricey for that one. I wouldn't recommend getting that. I would recommend the sausage breakfast burrito or the vegetarian breakfast burrito. Those are $11.49, and it has everything that's inside of the breakfast platter. It's just inside of a burrito. Except they don't have it with bacon, which is fine. They also have a berries and cream waffle, which actually looks pretty good, and it's for $10.99. And they also have yogurt for $9.99. I think that's a little pricey, but I'm actually not too sure about the sizing. It might be a larger cup of yogurt. Alright, so we just got done with breakfast over here at Jurassic Cafe. It's pretty good. I liked it. I'm also not really a big fan of pico de gallo, so until I reached like towards the bottom of the burrito, that's when I hit the pico de gallo, and I didn't really like that part. But aside from that, everything was pretty good. Here's the current situation on the rain. It's just sprinkling right now. It's nothing too crazy. Although it's super humid right now, so it's giving me Florida vibes. Also, in result of it raining right now, it doesn't seem like there are reservations to enter Super Nintendo World, so this is really nice. And it also looks like Toadstool Cafe reservations are open as well right now. The wait list usually is closed by now. It's like 11 o'clock right now. Let's see how empty the land is. Alrighty, here is Super Nintendo World in the rain. It's like barely anyone here. This is great. Although none of the characters come out when it's raining, so don't expect to meet any characters on a rainy day here at Universal. But this is great. 30-minute wait, it says, for the Mario Kart ride. But just based on what 30 minutes normally looks like, it doesn't look like it's 30 minutes at all. So this is really good. Right now we're gonna go in the Bowser Jr. Challenge. I feel like this is something I've never really shown on the channel because it's so like, I don't know, it's always so busy, but right now it says 15 minutes, so this is perfect.
Bob-ombs are tossed at you. Use your arms to swat them away. Got it? Swat bob-ombs away. When bullet bills fly toward you, duck to dodge them. Don't forget, duck to dodge bullet bills. Jump to hit a question mark and get a power-up. When you get a fire flower, swing your arms to throw fireballs. Yes! Swing your arms to throw fireballs. Defeat Bowser Jr. and reclaim the golden mushroom. Good luck, heroes!
And I think that was my highest score on Bowser Jr. I got 39, which was solid. Looks like it just started raining a little harder as well. The harder it rains, the more people leave. So I hope it rains even harder. Mario Kart is a 10-minute wait. When will you ever see this? That's crazy. It's so short, they're making us go up the express queue. I wish every day was like this. This is amazing. There's just no one here in line. This is so awesome. I'm so happy that it's like this right now. Because normally I wouldn't be able to experience Mario Kart. I can't use my Express on this ride, so I just tend to avoid it. And if single rider is open, I'll try doing a single rider, but you don't get to walk through this beautiful queue. But hopefully tomorrow it's like this as well. I'm gonna try to come back tomorrow and just have a nice chill day at the park. I'm glad they're not running these pre-shows as well right now. That definitely helps. And we waited like, I want to say 10 minutes, if that. Whew. Rain definitely picked up now. Somehow got busier in the park though. Oh, it might have been because of Waterworld. Waterworld just ended. I see. Alright, I think we're gonna head out now because it's starting to rain a little harder. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. I'm JP. That's Baba John.
Mama John.
How we say in the movies. That's a wrap. I'll see you guys in the next one.